Guess who's here?
Marcia's brother and sister-in-law have travelled from America to see her take up the role of a lifetime. And it's one she can't wait to get started on.
I am so excited and beyond that so honoured. I would never, ever have expected to be given such an honour. So I'm taking it seriously. I really want my year to be a great year. And I want to do the best I can as High Sheriff of Cumbria.
She might sound American, but Marcia and her brother were born in London to Jamaican parents. The family moved to Canada and then settled in New York. She came to Brampton in 1996 after marrying her husband, dentist and well-known climber James Fotheringham. This city girl took a while to adjust to her new surroundings, though, like what to wear for fell walking.
Which for me meant a black catsuit, bit of gold around me, and off I went. My stepdaughter, Nell, doesn't like me to talk about it, but in all honesty, it took me a while to realize she was walking behind me. She was thoroughly enjoying the looks of people who were coming past us, and just reveled in that. And I was totally oblivious to the whole thing.
But as a black woman, she has attracted attention, and not all of it has been welcoming, like this experience a few years ago.
As I crossed the street, a car came by. It was a carload of kids, and it was summertime, so their windows were open. They yelled some profanity, clearly at me, so you can imagine the nature of the profanity. What happened next to me was the story, because yelling profanity was not a story. People who I didn't know, who happened to be also on the street at the same time, came over to me and wanted to make sure that I was okay. They checked in numerous times. They apologized for those kids, which again, when you think about what goes on, that's the niceness and the bigness of that story. So I was touched, really touched in a wonderful way.
But she says the county has become a lot more diverse and people have welcomed the changes. Working as a psychologist and magistrate led her to be selected. These images show some of the things previous high sheriffs have been involved in. It's largely ceremonial, but supports the voluntary sector, emergency services and the justice system.
Part of the role for me is to be seen. Now, technically, it's pretty easy for me to be seen in and around Cumbria, in that I stand out because I'm black. So you can pick me out in a crowd. So I want to do more of that, but in the official role. So my hope is that places will invite me to see their good work, and that has already started. Where I can, I want to highlight those works. And as much as I can, I want to talk and promote what is going on in and around Cumbria.
There are still frequent trips back to New York, but taking on this most traditional of English roles means she truly has become part of her adopted county.
I have learned to slow down. And actually, it's a wonderful thing when you do slow down, because you notice different things.
But on the flip side, does your brother, your family who are still in America, do they think you've become more English, Cumbrian? Do they see it?
Totally. They think I've lost my accent. So they think I speak British at this point. And if anything, yeah, there are lots of times my brother will say, come on, you know, get with it, answer the question quickly, which is actually what I say to my husband all the time, you know, so it's a little different, but yes, he, my brother, his wife, and all of my friends end up thinking, she's changed, but I think after 20 plus years, you should change, so yeah.
And perhaps her brother will forgive her for going at a slightly slower pace over the next couple of days, as this year is going to be a busy one and a memorable one. Hannah McNulty, ITV News, Brampton.